everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I've got a really fun video for you guys. If you watched my June favorites, you know that I have been planning on doing a video about liquid lipstick and why I love them so much. I have a couple of different varieties of liquid lipsticks to show you guys, some of which you may have seen in previous month's favorite videos. But I thought I would kind of give you guys something of like an overview and maybe a little bit of an in-depth analysis on why I really like liquid lipsticks, especially for the summer. And out of the ones I've tried, which ones I like, which ones I would recommend, what I think are good and bad about each of the products, because I don't think any product is like a perfect product. But I know that when I'm shopping, I love to look at reviews for products, especially on YouTube, to get an idea of where I should be spending my money and where I should be saving my money. So today I actually have 4 products to show you guys. 3 are drugstore products and 1 is a high-end. Okay, so why do I love liquid lipstick so much, especially for the summer? The answer isn't some sort of great mystery. I like them because they're liquid and it's the summer and I don't have to worry about them melting in my bag. Yeah. That's the reason. I mean, I'm a little bit OCD and I have melted quite a few lipsticks in my day. So the fact that there actually is like a lipstick product out there that's already liquid that I don't have to worry about melting and then destroying my handbag is really awesome for the summertime. Now, I've always been into lipsticks as opposed to lip glosses because I really like their texture and the thickness of a lipstick. I just think there's nothing like wearing a good lipstick. I know plenty of people like glosses, and I will admit I love the look of a gloss, but I'm the worst person at following up on reapplying gloss. I mean, everyone knows that glosses only have like a lifespan of half an hour to maybe 2 hours on your lips, depending on the brand. And I'm honestly not aware of my lips enough to think to reapply gloss as though, oh, I can feel that my lips are no longer glossy and I need to reapply my lip gloss. Yeah, that's totally not me. For me, I'm the kind of person that puts on lipstick in the morning and then wears it for the rest of the day. Maybe if I'm doing something special or I have to get changed, I might reapply my lipstick, but I'm definitely not one of those girls that runs to the bathroom to reapply makeup. It's just not me. So when it comes to the products that I purchase for my lips and really for my entire face, it has to stay permanent for a very long time. Now, generally lipsticks, and of course liquid lipsticks also, are really hit or miss for how long they'll actually stay on your lips. I know a lot of companies will tout their lipsticks as saying that they have hours of wear, but let's be honest, it's hours of wear if you just put it on and don't move your mouth and don't eat anything and don't breathe too heavily. So for me, standard lipsticks really aren't the way that I normally go. I normally go with stains or thicker formulas to make sure that my lipstick lasts a long time. And that's why I've really been loving liquid lipsticks. I just feel like they are thick and they stick to your lips. Some of them stain, some of them don't. But they also give you that kind of glossy effect if you're someone who likes the look of glossy but always forgets to reapply gloss, like I said I am. So I'm about to show you 4 completely different formulas and versions of the liquid lipstick and let you know what I think. The first product I want to show you is one I think that has been on the market for the longest, and that is this, the L'Oreal Color Riche Caress Wet Shine Stain. Whew, that was a mouthful to have to say. I'm so glad I took notes. But you may recognize this little bullet-shaped golden bottle. These came out, I think, maybe 2 years ago, and they were quite popular. A lot of people said that they were a dupe for the YSL Glossy Stains, which I will have to admit, I do think they're incredibly similar. I never actually ended up buying any YSL stains because, as you know, they're like $35 or something insane like that. And once I tried those at Sephora and then I also tried these, I thought that they were so similar that there was really no reason for me not to purchase the drugstore brand and just pass on the expensive brand. So the color I have right here is number 187 Infinite Fuchsia. And the color really doesn't matter per se. I have tried a lot of different colors of this. I think I own like 5 or 6 bottles of this formula, and I will say that I do believe that they are a really great long-lasting liquid lipstick. I'm going to go ahead and do a swatch for you guys so you can see this color. But the thing that is really important to know about this particular product, and I actually think that it applies to all of the ones I'm showing you today and liquid lipsticks in general, is that I don't really believe that liquid lipsticks are a one swipe, one coat kind of a product. Like, I think that you actually need to put on at least more than one coat in order to get like the full effect, in order to get the full staying power. Just for them to last the longest, you need at least like 2 or maybe 3 coats. Now, the one thing that's really notable about these L'Oreal stains is that they have something of like a plasticky feel. Some people say that they don't like the way it feels on their lips. Some people don't really notice it. I happen to be in the crowd of people who I notice it, but it really doesn't bother me. And in fact, I really like the way it feels because it almost creates like a film over your lips, and your lips kind of like smooth together, kind of like you're rubbing plastic together, how they kind of like slip and slide. And I think that that's pretty cool. Like, I know that the lipstick is there. When it feels really slippery, I know that it's still glossy. And I will say that these actually have to dry and they become a full stain, which I think is awesome. So I'll put on a coat and then I'll let it dry for a second, put on another coat, and then it'll have like a full color effect. And I'll be honest, they do last for a really good time. I would say that I think that really a properly applied few coats of this could last you an entire day, even with eating and drinking. The other thing I love about these is that after they dry, they really don't have any transfer. So you can kiss, like I said, you can drink out of a glass. You're not going to transfer any color onto someone else after it has fully dried. So I think this is a really good option. Like I said, I think it's super affordable. It's definitely a dupe for the YSL stains. And I personally prefer the colors that are available in the L'Oreal line better than the ones that are in the YSL line. For some reason, I just really like the hot pinks better that are in this line. So yeah, if you're looking for a product that is long lasting and will keep a gloss shine as well as a high pigmentation throughout the day, then I would suggest the L'Oreal stains, because I really do think that they are definitely worth the price. And if you can get over the way that they feel on your lips, they're actually a really awesome product. Now, the next lipstick I'm here to show you guys is something you may have seen before. It is the Maybelline color Elixir, and this is in number 40, Vision in Violet. I have worn this a few times on camera, and I've talked about it on a previous month's favorites video. One, I really love this color. I think that this really bright violet color is awesome. But more than that, I really like this formula because it's nice and thick and long wearing. Now, it's definitely not a stain the way the L'Oreal is, but I think that the thickness of this formula and the glossiness really help it stay a very long time. I find especially that if I wear this formula with a lip liner, it actually stays really well. Now, this formula does have a few issues. Number one, it does not have the best smell. And when I say that it doesn't have a good smell, it's not that the smell is offensive. It's just that it's overly perfumey in a very unusual way. Like, it's not a scent that you would normally think should be on your lips. It isn't like a fruity scent. It doesn't taste minty. I know a lot of lipsticks have been doing like the minty or the fruity tasting, and even NYX lipsticks always kind of have like a fruity, like candy flavor. But no, this is some sort of like perfumey, flowery flavor, which is really weird to have on your lips because it really honestly just smells like a perfume. I honestly really don't understand the point of the scent, but if you can get over it, which I will say it is a significant barrier to entry to get over that smell. If you can get over it, it is a really great formula. The one thing I've noticed with this formula, however, is because it's so thick and richly pigmented, you really need to make sure that you blend it into your lips. It kind of doesn't settle naturally very well on my lips. Now, that could just be me. I've heard other people say the same thing. I think it really just has to do with the moisture level of your lips when you put on this product, whether or not it will sit well. So you may want to use a lip liner to help it stay on your lips well and for it to settle right. And you may need to spend a few minutes kind of putting it in place before it kind of sets on your lips. Now, this isn't a stain, like I said before. It is just a liquid lipstick, and so it will transfer, but the thickness of the formula is really great and it kind of sits really heavily on your lips, and I think that it lasts a really long time. Now, the next product I'm going to show you is very, very similar to the Maybelline Color Elixir, and I actually think that the Color Elixir may be a dupe for this product. It is one of my newest liquid lipsticks, the Dior Addict Fluid Stick. Now, this one is in color 389 Kiss Me. It's a nice light baby neutral pink color. I'm wearing it today, and I just want to note, if this color on my lips scares you, it's because of the color of lip liner that I'm using with it. Something that I really like about this color, and I don't know if it's necessarily part of the formula, but this color specifically I think is really awesome because it really transforms based on the lip liner that you're using. So if I were to wear a nude lip liner, it would give me like a beautiful blush pink nude lip. And if I use like a baby pink, it becomes a nice like light baby pink color. So I think this color is something of a chameleon, which is why I was really drawn to it. But going back to the actual formula and everything, even comparing the packaging to the Maybelline Color Elixir, they're nearly identical. I mean, we've got the whole chrome and acrylic look going on here with both of them. And then if you look inside, they both look like those kind of fake lipsticks. And that's actually the color of the product inside. So this is just the way that the packaging is that looks like a lipstick. Like when I first saw this, I wasn't sure if you were supposed to pull it or twist it off. And this is exactly the same. It looks like a tube of lipstick inside. So Maybelline is definitely trying to copy the Dior, I would say, in this formula, and I think that it does a really good job, but this is a situation where the high-end lipstick is actually quite better than the drugstore. I still think the drugstore is wonderful, and I don't think that this Dior Fluid Stick is perfect, but the formula is much, much better on this higher end lipstick. Of course, this is like $6, this is like 30-something dollars, so you get what you pay for, but that's just something to keep in mind since I do have two products that are incredibly similar to show you in this video. So let me go ahead and swatch this one. Again, this is not a stain. It is literally just a liquid lipstick the way the Maybelline Color Elixir is. And you can see here just all three of the colors together. So you can start to see that this one like kind of has like a thinner look. It looks more like a stain. This one here, you can see what I mean about it settling a little bit awkwardly. I don't know if you're able to see, I can see it on camera, that there's a portion of this where the purple is a darker color, like the formula is thicker in a certain area and it's kind of sitting unevenly. But then I'm hoping you can see this. The Dior is actually a very similar consistency as the Maybelline Color Elixir. However, it's very even, which is where you kind of get that improvement in quality for the bigger bucks that you're spending for the Dior Fluid Stick. Now, for some reason, like the Maybelline, the Dior has a very perfumey, flowery scent. I will say that it's a very similar scent as the Maybelline Color Elixir. It is slightly more muted, so it's not as heavy as a scent as it is in the Maybelline Color Elixir, but like really, when I bought the Fluid Stick, it was completely evident to me that Maybelline was, it was like almost one-for-one copying the Dior as best as they could, because that smell is very unique and very potent. But I am glad that the Dior actually has a more muted version of the scent, so I can wear that and I don't feel like I've just sprayed perfume into my face. Now, like the Maybelline Color Elixir, the Dior Fluid Stick does do very, very well on top of lip liner. Like I said earlier, I will switch up my lip liner to kind of pick up a different hue within this color specifically, but I think that these sorts of liquid lipstick formulas really do well on top of a product that kind of even outs the color of your lips and evens out the texture and almost creates like an extra layer to help the lipstick stick onto your lips. So I would highly suggest a lip liner for these two products. And if you have been having problems with any other liquid lipsticks, I would suggest that you try a lip liner with them if they're that kind of typical liquid lipstick, just like a thick melted down lipstick, as opposed to a stain like the L'Oreal. Now, the last lipstick I have to show you guys is a new product on the market. This is the Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stain. And I really love the packaging of this product. I think that it is really sleek. It really reminds me of the YSL Glossy Stains. I just think it's really like noticeable and high impact, the packaging. I'm just like a sucker for packaging. Now the color I have here is number 20, Rio Rush. Let me go ahead and give you a swatch of this. In comparison to the other lipsticks that I've shown you, this is most similar to the L'Oreal, but it is not really much of a stain. I know it says Moisture Stain in the title, but it's not really a stain. Maybe it's this color. However, if you notice, this is a really bright kind of fuchsia kind of a color. So I would think that this sort of color should stain the way that this color stains. This one's a little bit more berry. In like a magenta sort of fuchsia way, but I still think that this is a hot enough pink color that I think it should be staining if it's supposed to be a stain. And that was a little bit of a disappointment to me because I do own a lot of Revlon lip glosses, specifically the Revlon Moisture Stain Balms, the ones that are in the crayons. I really love those products, and I find that even the lighter colors in that range do stain your lips. So it was a little bit confusing as to why this is called a stain if it really doesn't stain. So out of the 4 of these, I would say that I think that the Revlon Moisture Stain is probably like the least wearable. It has like the least amount of wear, and I also think that it is a little bit uneven. Just the way the Maybelline Color Elixir is uneven, I also find that this is a little bit uneven. So I have to play with it if I want an even coverage on my lips. So if you want to know overall what I would recommend, I would definitely recommend the Dior Fluid Stick. I do think it's pricey, but if you have the money to spend on a lipstick, this is where it's at for the liquid lipsticks. The only problem that I have with these is that they really don't come in a really great range of colors. I do love this color, the Kiss Me color. I do think it's a wonderful light neutral pink, but I don't see a lot of the berries and fuchsia colors that I obviously am very attracted to in that line. So that's something of a bummer to me, but I guess maybe it's not that much of a bummer because if they had a bunch of great colors, I would probably buy them all, and then my husband would want to kill me for spending way too much money on liquid lipsticks. The next product that I would definitely recommend if you're looking for long wear is the L'Oreal. I think that this really has gotten a lot of negative attention in like the last year. I just think that people just can't stand the way it feels on your lips. And I understand if that's you, but for me, it's something that I can totally get over, especially when I see how great this product wears. So I own these in a multitude of colors for a reason, because I think they're a wonderful product. And if you haven't tried these and you're looking for like a liquid lipstick that is a stain and that will last you throughout the day, even if you eat and drink, this really is the drugstore product for that. Now, when it comes to these two, I still really like both of these products. They just don't fulfill their highest potential. And I know that sounds so silly because I did really love the Maybelline Color Elixir, and I still love this product specifically because of the color. For $5 or $6, I really don't think it's that horrible of a product. Like, it is something that I'm going to use again because I do like the color and I don't think the formula is horrible, but I find that with these cheaper liquid lipsticks there is a little bit of work involved to help keep the product even. Now that same thing goes for the Revlon. You have to put in a little bit of work to make sure the product goes on evenly, and you need to make sure that they dry before you eat or drink or do an excessive amount of talking. That being said, I do think the colors are really cute. And I think that for what it is, a simple liquid lipstick, that it isn't that bad. I know that it's a new product and it's probably being hyped up a lot right now online, but I personally don't plan on buying any more colors from this line. So that sort of says something. I do own more than one color of this. I wish I could own more than one color of this. I already own tons of colors of this, but I think that Rio Rush is going to be it for me with this Revlon. So I'm obviously going to keep using all of these. I don't hate any of them enough to like return them or like throw them out or whatnot, but my favorites are definitely the Dior and the L'Oreal. So if you haven't checked either of those out and you think you'd be interested, I'm going to try to leave links down in the description box for all of these products if I can find them online. So I hope this was helpful to you guys and that you guys picked up some tips on how to wear liquid lipstick. So if you have any thoughts or opinions on any of the products that I've shown below, or have a favorite liquid lipstick of your own that I didn't review today, please go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know about it down below, and I'll be sure to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and of course subscribe for more awesome videos by me. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Enter the Wallflower from Bath & Body Works. Now, in truth, there isn't anything specifically about this little household accessory that keeps bugs away, but instead, it's all about the